Breaking news. Drama as counter protests break out as Nigerian embassy in New York. Hello, my wonderful people. Most of you would have seen by now that some of the people doing the counter protests are not even Nigerians. Okay, so what has happened is some government agencies has gone ahead to New York and has recruited people $50 an hour. Okay, you heard me, $50 an hour. And if you can stay 3 hours, you've made cheap $150 that day without going through any hustle, no stress. You sit down in one place and you have made a $50. So a lot of people have taken it, and even a man in a video said he doesn't even know what is happening. Somebody just came to him and said there's a job if he needs quick money. All he needs to do is carry a placard, stand in one place for about 3 hours, and he'll get paid $150. And he said, why not if not? So this is what is going on. And today in New York, when Buhari addressed the 76 Assembly of the National of the United Assembly Nations, we saw what has happened. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. Drama as counter protests break out at Nigerian embassy in New York. Why one is organized by the Yoruba Nation and Biafra agitators, the other is held by a group supporting the federal government policies. According to a report by The Punch, there are counter protests ongoing at the headquarters of the United Nations as the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, addressed the UN National General Assembly. While one is organized by the Yoruba Nation and Biafra agitator, the other is head by a group supporting the federal government policies. The Yoruba Nation and Biafra agitators earlier resumed their protests at the headquarters of the United Nations before moving to the Union Embassy. The agitators, who held placards with various inscriptions, were chanting, UN, do something, do something. Your silence is killing us, and help Nigeria to save lives, among others. One of the protesters, identified as TG, said, we want to know what Nigeria is all about. UN needs to intervene to rescue the situation. People are dying. Genocide is being committed. Nobody is saying anything. Another protester, Omoba, said the protest is to show that people are being oppressed in Nigeria and we cannot be silent anymore. The UN needs to come with decisive factors and evidences to prove to us that they are concerned about the plight of Nigeria and the way forward. We cannot continue like this. This is for all that are oppressed, hunger, and on the streets of Nigeria, those who want to live a human lifestyle and are prevented from living a good life. On their part, the One Nation group held their placard protesting at the activities of President Muhammadu Buhari, preaching Nigerians' unity, particularly saying we have problem, but we are working at it. So here we go with two different group, one for Buhari, one against Buhari, as Buhari addressed the United Nations today. We can see that these people have well been organized to come and carry out all these activities. And as you can see, why some do not even understand or have a clue of what is going on in Nigeria, because they were never Nigerians in the first place. You see, they don't even know what is going on with a common man on the streets and all that is happening. Anyway, they've been paid, and all they can do is carry out the inscription written on their placards, and they get paid. So why not, if if making money is that cheap for 3 hours and you get paid? So today there was counter, protest there. We saw yesterday that they stepped up the protests. The Yoruba Nation and Biafra's agitators were using vans. Yeah, the vans had, were showing the words saying we need help in Nigeria and that the UN should answer. At times, I feel like the world leaders, are not very particular about the issues prevailing, and particularly going on in countries. I feel like they can't be bothered that unless the situation truly really gets out of hands, meanwhile, many people would have died, a lot of water would have gone under the bridge, and that's when they will come and have meetings. You are also a human being, and we should make hay while sun shines. Yeah, and they said, a stitch in time says now. If you nip it at the ball, you'll be saving a lot of stress. You'll be sorting out the issue before it even goes out of hand. But currently speaking, with all the disposition and all that is happening, it shows that a lot of persons, I mean, from the international community, maybe they don't care, or they think the people are just making fabulous statements that do not really, are not a true reflection of what is on ground. Because one of the things they really need to consider and to really think about, Nigeria is not just a country today. Yes, and when we return to democracy in 1999, we've had the likes of Olusegun Obasanjo. Yes, there was no records of people saying they want to break out. We've had the likes of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, who did a lot of good. For starters, if there's anything this man will be remembered by, remember that in his time, we saw that the Niger militant that were, destroying the pipeline and saying the federal government must answer them, he brought up solution. Whether it was him or it was his advisors that, suggested to him that this was the way forward, we saw that it made a lot of difference. Yes. And guess what? It's tied to his name. Goodluck Jonathan's time was predominantly surrendered with a lot of people who were stealing. We know that there were a lot of people who were stealing, but things were not as bad as they are. Oh no, the hardship is not as worse as it is. And so when you look at the whole thing, people are very worried because Nigeria today is no longer what you once thought it was. People have come up with a lot of things here and there, and a lot is expected from the government, but sadly, they don't take responsibility. You see, they prepare for such meetings, they go there and they speak English, but really, truly speaking, it's not reflecting the true nature and what is really on ground and what the people are feeling. Yes, and so I feel that, I mean, if they want to really know the truth, other international bodies, at one point or the other, have come up with, issues of what is going on in Nigeria, genocides, oppression, a lot of things going on. And really, truly speaking, these are some of the things they should address rather than just listen to Buhari's speech and really do nothing about the situation on ground. So you see why these things are happening is a call for us to recognize that some of these people, we should ask ourselves, do they really care, or we are just thinking that our help will come from a man? Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us. Please share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.